Hi everyone. I'm doing this video as a complete different type of video today. Recently we found out that someone somewhere has gone through and has changed John F. Kennedy's 1961 speech on the 27th of August. Now, I uploaded this video. Some videos I keep unlisted. I keep unlisted for the simple reason as the videos are more so for private use, for private, well, not really private, but not really to sort of clog the channel up with information that's not really relevant. Anyway, you can see I uploaded this video November the 5th, 2017. It's only got 60 views. 60 views is enough though. Now when I uploaded this video because it was an important video. It's an important video because JFK was well known for exposing the Illuminati in this video, and he said some things in this video which are extremely important for every single human being on the planet to know why this great man said what he said. Now, as I say, recently this video's been changed. Recently I started a thread on my website about propaganda, lies, corruption, all that sort of thing. Again, a little bit off topic, but something that people need to know about. This is an important topic. People need to know that they're being lied to. People need to know what's going on out there and to what extreme this is going on. If you listen to the video now, the words are quite different in places compared to what they used to be. Now I look back and I wish I had taken a transcript of the entire video. I took quotes from the video and unfortunately it wasn't enough. Now the situation that I'm in at the moment is I don't really have any real proof to be able to show that JFK actually said the words specifically. I do have circumstantial evidence to show that the words were there and the approximate time in the original speech. Now the problem with this video is that it has been edited many times over the years. Some people have cut the speech out and just left the important bit. Now it's important to note that in the original speech there were approximately, I'm guessing here, but there were approximately about 3 or 4 minutes or so of introductory things at the start of the speech. I think it's really sad what humanity has come to. This is a precipice. We're at the precipice right now. That if humanity doesn't start getting things right, if we allow for evil, corruption, propaganda, tyranny, all of these things, if we allow for this now, then our future is doomed. We will become slaves, which is what JFK warned us about. This is the thread that I started. I noticed, I can't remember where I noticed it, but I noticed that there was some propaganda that was starting to appear, and that's why I posted this thread. Where is it, the date? 16th of September 2020. Okay, so I posted this thread because I saw propaganda starting to come to the surface that said that JFK didn't ever say the words, "There's a plot in this country to enslave every man, woman and child. Before I leave this high and notable office, I intend to expose this plot." JFK did say the words. This is something that, again, I just want to stress, this has really upset me to the level that I can't believe that this has happened. I can't believe what's going on here. It is so upsetting to know that that history has been modified by some people that think they're pretty important. You know, I mean, where do you find the words to explain something like this? I mean, this is not just propaganda. This is evil, manipulative, destructive behavior. This is the behavior of psychopaths. I had the video unlisted. It was sitting there for some time. I mean, again, I went through the video. I took the words. These are the words that have been removed from this particular speech. You know, again, there's a plot in this country to enslave every man, woman and child. Before I leave this high notable office, I intend to expose this plot. This speech was the speech that contained those words, and now when you play this speech, those words are gone. Those words are gone audibly, so President Kennedy no longer actually says the words in the video. He says different words, and also the text on the screen has been changed to match the words as well. Now, anyone that thinks that this can't be done is just fooling themselves.
My name is Dr. Károly Zsolnai Fehér, and indeed, it seems that pronouncing my name requires some advanced technology. So, what was this? I promise to tell you in a moment, but to understand what happened here, first, let's have a look at this deepfake technique we showcased a few videos ago. As you see, we are at a point where our mouth, head, and eye movements are also realistically translated to a chosen target subject, and perhaps the most remarkable part of this work was that we don't even need a video of this target person, just one photograph. However, these deepfake techniques mainly help us in transferring video content. So, what about voice synthesis? Is it also as advanced as this technique we are looking at? Well, let's have a look at an example and you can decide for yourself. This is a recent work that goes by the name Techotron 2 and it performs AI-based voice cloning. All this technique requires is a 5-second sound sample of us and is able to synthesize new sentences in our voice as if we uttered these words ourselves. Let's listen to a couple examples.
The Norsemen considered the rainbow as a bridge over which the gods passed from Earth to their home in the sky.
Take a look at these pages for Crooked Creek Drive.
Let me show you an article that was published almost a year ago explaining exactly what we're seeing here. Now, a deep fake is basically video and audio, or audio, something that is convincing enough to mislead the population in a multimedia form. Okay, so again, don't believe your eyes or ears. The weaponization of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep fakes. Okay, go and read this article. This article is absolutely fantastic. I'll post a link to it below. This article shows that the reality of deepfakes is not here already, but it's been perfected. Okay. Now, what we haven't seen behind the scenes is the ability to go through and to change not only just a couple of web pages, but this is every single piece of video. This is every single piece of audio. This is every single piece of material that pertains to this particular speech that's been changed. Okay, again, I want to stress this speech by President John F. Kennedy in 1961 has been changed. by people that think they can go through and manipulate and change history to suit themselves. Okay, why would they remove a line like that? Because it exposes their agenda. Okay, so go through, have a read of this, look, do a search online, and have a look for deepfake videos, because some of these videos are so convincing that the average person would not know any difference whatsoever. The machine learning capabilities and the compute power to go through and change every single video, every single piece of audio, every single web page, if you like, out there that pertains to this information is phenomenal. So this is not just a couple of hackers in a garden shed out the back of whoop whoop, okay? Because it's not. This is done on a level that's extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. This is huge on a scale that's bigger than what the average IT person could possibly realize. Now I was alerted to this by a post on my forum, and I sort of thought to myself, oh, what's going on now? You know, what's the problem? And I sort of thought initially that, oh, come on, someone's pulling my leg. And then I thought, no, just stop and go and watch the video. And I watched the video and I could not believe my eyes and ears. Okay, I could not believe that my unlisted video has been changed from what it was before to what it is now. Okay, if you do some research, what you will find, and as I said before, there's circumstantial evidence to this, what you will find is you'll find hundreds of thousands of web pages out there that say along the lines of, did JFK say there's a plot in this country to enslave? Okay, President John F. Kennedy said there is a plot in this country to enslave every man, woman and child. Before I leave this high notable office, I intend to expose this plot. He did say it. There's pages out there everywhere. There's videos out there everywhere that may even have an image in the video and show. Okay, so this is just one example. Okay, there are web pages everywhere on the internet that show that this was done. Okay, Internet Archive. Go into the Internet Archive, you'll see this everywhere. Okay, here's the deep fakes. So jump onto YouTube, do a search for deep fake, and this is what you'll find. Okay, reference, result. Okay, can you tell the difference between this image and this image? This image is artificially generated by artificial intelligence, and I believe if you watch the video that the voice is as well. Okay, this is not new. This is old technology. Now, here is some information that will certainly get you thinking. Okay, this is the New York Times has gone and recreated the speech that JFK wasn't able to make on the day of his very sad assassination. Okay, one of the greatest men in history, one of the most peaceful men in history, one of the most powerful and loved men in history that could have brought peace and prosperity to the human race, was assassinated on this day. And the New York Times has gone and recreated his voice using the deepfake technology, and shows you actually what it would have sounded like for President Kennedy to make this speech. Okay. Now I've tried to post this to Facebook. To Twitter. I'm not a big fan of Twitter, to be honest. I believe, from what I understand so far, owner of Twitter is in some pretty serious trouble at the moment, and being faced with the hearings and all that sort of thing. Okay, so here's just a little bit of more circumstantial evidence. I have found, believe it or not, in Google's cache, some information. Now if you go and visit this web page, you can't get to this web page. This web page is gone. completely gone. It redirects you to either to another spam web page, or just says the page cannot be displayed. So the page itself is gone. But if you open up the cache, Google's cache, then you will find in here, you'll find this bit here. So in the original speech, and remember what I said before, the original speech was a little bit longer. It's been edited several times, mostly to cut the introductory stuff off at the start. But in the original speech at 6 minutes 35, Kennedy did say, okay, and this is in the 1961 April 27th speech delivered about secret societies. Kennedy did say that there's a plot in this country to enslave every man, woman and child. Okay, this has been removed from your history. Someone has gone through and someone has changed every single video, every single piece of audio, every single piece of media that they can get their hands on to change history. Okay, this is a presidential speech, a US presidential speech that's been modified by someone out there that don't want you to see the truth. Okay, now there is information in an image. Okay, this is a different thing, but this image here that's been used, okay, President John F. Kennedy 7 days before his assassination, this bit here is not right. This bit here is another piece of information that has circulated that is not true and not correct. So I just want to bring that up and just want to be straight up with you about that. 7 days before his assassination was November the 15th, 1963. This was, they don't actually call it a speech. It's more of a, just a sort of a welcoming sort of thing. I believe he spoke at a university, I think, from memory. Anyway, this is the speech that was done 7 days, or this is the talk, if you like, that was done 7 days before his very sad assassination. So that proves that this bit down here is not right. So whoever has circulated this information unfortunately has not given the information correctly. This particular quote that JFK did say, okay, now this is not one of my videos, this is a different video, but it shows, okay, that this quote here was in this video, but if you go and watch this video, then the words and the text have been removed. The image, this particular image at the start, has not been removed, but the words and the text in the video have been removed. Okay, if you go through and read some of the comments on some of these videos, then the comments say, I was only just watching that the other day and there's no way that those words should have been removed. You know, they have been removed. This is critical. I can't believe what we are seeing. I'm lost for words. I can't believe that someone has gone through and done this to the human race. It's criminal. It's criminal. So anyway, go watch the video. I go through, there's other bits and pieces. There's books that have been written about this. There's there's all sorts of warnings throughout history, communist rules of revolution. This is just another book that basically sort of outlines this particular piece of text as a quote. And look, this is what it's about. Back in the old days, it used to be the Inquisition, burning books. Okay. And there was another person that has actually said the same thing. I believe I read it the other day. That basically refers to the same thing, burning books. It's a digital form of burning books. Why are people so destructive and so evil? I just don't understand. I can't fathom, I can't grasp why this would be done on this scale. That this is just unbelievable. I just can't believe it. So this really is just a get it off my chest sort of video. John F. Kennedy, I should say, did say these words. It's been removed from the videos on a global scale. Again, I can't believe the scale on this. This is so massive, so huge, and it's being completely ignored everywhere. I can't understand how these people are first of all getting away with it. I can't understand how much compute power they would have needed to pull off a psyop like this. I mean, a deep fake psyop of this magnitude would require huge computing power. It's just massive. I just can't fathom. Obviously, behind closed doors, the compute technology is much further ahead than what we have in front of us when we sit at our desk and type up a few emails. It's massive. It's really sad that the human race has gotten to this point. It's sad. It's so visible, and these traitors, exactly as it says there, these traitors are getting away with it. Who's going to be held accountable for manipulating this historical speech? Why would they have manipulated this historical speech? They've manipulated the historical speech simply because it is against their agenda. They don't want people to know about it. It's already well known. 1 out of maybe 10 people that you talk to that has had any history on JFK will say that he did say this. Okay, he did say this, and it was in the video that I've shown you at the start of this thread. And that pretty much sums it up. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. This is corruption on a scale we've not ever seen before, at least publicly out to this level. So in the original video, this video here, which mostly has been wiped from the internet now, to be honest, in this original video, John F. Kennedy did say that there's a plot in this country to enslave every man, woman and child. Now there will be a lot of people out there that will disagree with this, but the simple fact is they've not done their homework. Okay, it's as simple as that. Anyone that disagrees with it is either number one, not done their homework, or number two, trying to cover this whole thing up like the people that are responsible for this cover up. It's sad, it's disgusting. It really is a sign of the times, and to be perfectly honest, more people need to stand up, more people need to start asking questions. Now, I encourage peaceful revolution. Okay, I am not condoning any violence whatsoever, but people need to stand up for their rights. People need to demand justice. People need to have control of their own future without being manipulated and steered by people that have a very evil, nasty agenda. We're in a bad place, and humanity really needs to start standing up and having a peaceful revolution to get this right. Otherwise we're going to be in some pretty serious dire trouble real soon, because things are starting to come to a head. You know, the corporates, you know, Google, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of those guys are all in big trouble at the moment, which is great. It's good to see. But will anything happen? Okay, this is what we need to worry about. Will these people be held accountable for their actions? Will these people be prosecuted for doing the wrong thing? Okay, I mean, if it's just a little lie or a little mishap or whatever, then hey, I'm all for, you know, having a little bit of mercy and letting people, you know, fix their wrongs, right their wrongs. Let people right their wrongs. But when people don't right their wrongs, that's exactly as President Kennedy said. That's when it becomes a mistake. Okay, it's not a mistake until you refuse to correct it. And
For as a wise man once said, an error doesn't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it.
right now, this speech is one of history's most important speeches. And being that this speech has been changed, it just shows what sort of diabolical mess that we're really in.